Churches are fantastic places to not only worship and pray, but also enjoy a moment of peace and meditation in a safe space. Furthermore, most historic churches have breathtaking architecture and incredible interior design. Let us discover the most magnificent churches in Marseille, France. Please don't forget to subscribe for upcoming church videos. Notre-Dame de la Garde, in French for Marseille citizens, La Bonne-mère, the Good Holy Mother, is a Catholic basilica in Marseille, France, the city's best-known symbol. The site of a popular Assumption Day pilgrimage, it was the most visited site in Marseille. It was built on the foundations of an ancient fort at the highest natural point in Marseille, a 149 meters limestone outcropping on the south side of the Old Port of Marseille. Construction of the basilica began in 1852 and lasted for 21 years. It was originally an enlargement of a medieval chapel, but was transformed into a new structure at the request of Father Bernard, the chaplain. The plans were made and developed by the architect Henri-Jacques Espérandieu. It was consecrated while still unfinished on the 5th of June 1864. The basilica consists of a lower church, or crypt in the Romanesque style, carved from the rock, and an upper church of Neo-Byzantine style decorated with mosaics. A square 41-meter bell tower topped by a 12.5-meter belfry supports a monumental 11.2-meter statue of the Madonna and Child made of copper gilded with gold leaf. An extensive restoration from 2001 to 2008 included work on mosaics damaged by candle smoke, green limestone from Gonfalina, which had been corroded by pollution, and stonework that had been hit by bullets during the liberation of France. The restoration of the mosaics was entrusted to Marseille artist Michel Patrizio, whose workmen were trained in Friuli, north of Venice, Italy. The tiles were supplied by the workshop in Venice, which had made the originals. The exterior of the building features layered stonework in contrasting colors. White calcareous limestone alternates with green sandstone from Golfalina near Florence. Marble and pictorial mosaics in various colors decorate the upper church. A 35-meter double staircase leads to a drawbridge, granting access to the crypt and, via another set of stairs, to the church's main entrance. The entrance hall under the bell tower features marble statues of Bishop Eugene de Maisnod and Pope Pius IX, both carved by Joseph Marius Ramus. Staircases on both sides of the entrance lead to the church above. The Romanesque crypt is composed of a nave with low barrel vaults, bordered by 6 side chapels corresponding exactly to those of the upper church. Unlike the upper church, the crypt is dim and somber. The side chapels contain plaques with the names of various donors. The side altars are devoted to Saints Philomena, Andrew, Rose, Henry, Louis and Benedict Labor. The main altar was built of Golfalina stone with columns of Spanish marble. Behind the altar is a statue of the Madonna holding a bouquet, the Vierge au bouquet. Joseph Elias Scaramagni obtained this statue for the original chapel in 1804. At first the Madonna held a scepter, but due to the scepter's poor condition, it was replaced by flowers. 2 staircases flanking the main altar lead to the sacristy buildings and the choir above, but they are off-limits to the public. At a height of 41 meters, the square bell tower above the entrance porch has 2 identical stories of 5 blind arches, of which the central arch has a window and a small balcony. This is surmounted by a belfry, with each face composed of a 3-light window divided by red granite mullions, behind which are bat suns. The belfry is covered by a square terrace, which is enclosed by a stone balustrade bearing the arms of the city on each side and an angel with a trumpet at each corner. These 4 statues were carved by Eugene Louis Le Queen. The nave's interior is 32.7 meter long and 14 meters wide. Each side chapel measures 3.8 meters by 5.4 meters. The interior is decorated with 1,200 square meters of mosaics, as well as alternating red and white marble columns and pilasters. Espérandieu wanted a subtle red that would harmonize with the mosaics and not clash too much with the whiteness of the Carrara marble. Jules Cantini, the marble worker, discovered such a red marble with yellow and white veins in the commune of La Celle near Brignoles, VAR. The transept is oriented east to west and lit by two paired windows, each with a rose window above. Above the crossing of the transept is an octagonal phollobate supporting a dome of 9 meters in diameter, composed of 32 ribs and crowned by a cross. Each outward face of the octagon contains a window flanked by 2 red granite columns and topped by a triangular pediment. The semicircular apse is adorned with 5 blind arches on the outside, each flanked by 2 red granite columns. The sacristy buildings that were added later hide part of the apse. The white marble altar was designed by Henri Revoil and constructed by Jules Cantini between 1882 and 1886. The base of the altar is formed by 5 gilded bronze arches resting on colonnettes of lapis lazuli. The silver-gilt tabernacle is framed by 2 columns and 2 mosaics of doves drinking from a chalice. The aisles on either side of the nave house a total of 6 side chapels. Henri Revoil designed and Jules Cantini constructed the altars. Cantini also created the statue of Peter and made it a gift to the sanctuary. Each altar tomb features the coat of arms of its respective saint. The ceiling of each chapel is decorated with a mosaic, depicting the name and arms of the financer on one side and a symbol of the saint on the other. Thank you for your interest in these wonderful marvels. I will wait for your next visit to our next church video. Take care and be blessed.